Stadium, Baton Rouge. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just steamrolling the defense. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The run inside. It's Berry. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Throw to the right side, that's Wilson. Shakes a man and he might take off. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. he never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing Reed. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack, still going to be tough to stop.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Owens. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Horton. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. He got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
They'll go right back to it, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going. but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to Caden Durham. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. LSU right back to the line. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Dropping back, it's Levin. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Reed. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Handoff, Caden Dura. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. Running inside. It's Berry. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The RPO, fire to right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to him on the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Run inside. It's Owens. Finding some room. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
To throw, it's Levin. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Complete. Can't get him to the ground. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third down, here's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Reed on the play action. Got his man out of the backfield. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Now here's Reed. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass. It's Levitt.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're on the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Works the middle of the field. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Hall. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They'll run it. It's Hall. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Oregon taking on the number 13 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Ducks, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
LSU quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Under fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Second down coming up. The run inside. It's Berry. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working that left side now. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. LSU lining up first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's Reed to throw. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
This time he's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Going to look downfield again. Moving out to the right. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A&M comes back out with another first down. Reed. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Owens. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He'll keep it on second down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Trying to barge in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And right down the middle. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field, and you see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quickly complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give, it's Berry. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Durham. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Running inside. It's Morrow. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Reed. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very...
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll run it on the counter. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with the running back.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Reed. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. The run inside. It's Owens. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The keeper on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggies. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful.
Free up the gut. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. On the run, it's Owens. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Play fake, Reed. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? I mean, he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Here's Reed to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You could tell in complete control of this offense.
To the air, it's Reed. The quick out. Got room at the 35. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Handoff, Caden Durham. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Reed. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Delayed handoff. It's Owens. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Reed to throw for it on 4th. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with a W.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad, you beat a team that's ranked above you, now you start to